Welcome to Twitchymo Studio. In this Cartoon Animator 5 tutorial, we'll create vector eyes using Inkscape for a CA5 character, and import them into a CA5's character template. Let's get started. Eyes can be one of the hardest, I find, to draw. There are many examples of cartoons with eyes that may give you ideas for your characters. The example you see on the screen was created by the GraphicMama-team, and is from pixabay.com. The content license allows us to use it freely, with no attribution required. I removed all the unnecessary layers, leaving the eyes and the square. Using the square tool, draw a square, where we can start our project on. Go to the fill in stroke, and turn off the stroke. Select a skin color you would like. I'm going to add a new layer, and call it New Eyes. Right-click the new layer, and change it to Layer to Group. Layers will not work in Cartoon Animator. I previously separated all the elements of the eyes into different groups. For all new objects I create, I like to convert them into paths. I find them easier to manipulate them. That can be done by selecting the object, then go to Path, Object to Path. Select the Circle tool, and draw a circle. I selected a size and shape close to the example's left eye. Change the object to a path. This will be the white of the eye, so we can change the color to white. Select the Edit Node tool, and we can change the shape. Select the square tool and create a bar shape. Again, convert the object to a path. I selected a different color to show the contrast. Select the transform tool. Double-click until you get the rotation arrows. Adjust the bar until it covers part of the lower eye white. Select both paths, the white and the bar. Then path at the top, then difference. The top path will be cut out of the bottom path. In this case, the blue rectangle on top was cut out of the eye white. Rename the paths to face and white. Duplicate the white path, go to Fill in Stroke, and turn on the stroke. Let's name that path to Outline. Now, up to Path, Stroke to Path. That will separate the blue stroke outline and the white fill. we want just the blue stroke outline, so delete the white fill path. Select the outline, and let's do some adjustments, using the Edit Nodes tool. Select both the outline and white paths, and then they can be resized together. Select the circle tool, and we will now draw the iris. Change the color to black. Go to Fill in Stroke, and turn off the stroke. Again, I like to change the iris to a path. Draw the small reflection with the circle tool. Move it into place, and change the color to white. Do the same operation for the larger reflection circle. Just doing some fine-tuning. Adjust the outline to whatever color you would like. In this Cartoon Animator 5 vector template, we can see the left eye file structure. Under Normal, we have Iris, Eye White, and Mask. The Iris group contains the iris, and in our case, the two reflections. The Eye White group contains the background around the eye. And the Mask group is a mask image, telling the area where the iris will be visible. Let's rename our created eyes group. The first group is the Eye White, which contains the blue outline and the white. Create a layer called Iris, and change it to a group. Select the top three paths, and move them into the Iris group. The three paths are Reflection Large, Reflection Small, and Iris. Create a mask layer, and change it into a group. Duplicate the white path in the iWhite group. Now move it into the mask group and rename it to mask. This section will show you the setup that I use to run Cartoon Animator 5 and Inkscape together in a pipeline fashion, allowing quick testing of changes made in Inkscape and reflected in Cartoon Animator 5. First open Cartoon Animator 5 and File Explorer. In File Explorer at the top, in the address bar, type %app data and hit enter. This will open into the app data roaming folder. In the address bar, select app data and look for the folder local. Now look for and open the temp folder. Now, CA5 temp. Right-click on CA5 temp, then send to and desktop create shortcut. You can see my desktop shortcut here. Within CTA5 temp folder, open SVG cache. It will be empty. Back to Cartoon Animator 5. Go to Create, at the top, then Human Template SVG. Now you should see Human Template SVG in the temp folder, and it will open that file in Inkscape, if that is your default vector program. Notice that if I delete the label folder and hit the save button, there will be a change in Cartoon Animator 5. The character then loads in Cartoon Animator 5. Let's make another change in Inkscape. Let's add color to the hip, and again hit save. And again the changes are reflected in our character in Cartoon Animator 5. Now hit undo in Inkscape and save. This is very handy if there happens to be a mistake. Use the undo in Inkscape to back up to a point when the character worked previously. This is very important, because this is a temporary cache folder. As soon as Cartoon Animator 5 closes, the Human Template SVG file will be deleted and your work will be lost. So copy this file to a non-destructive folder. You can also, in Inkscape, use the Save As function, and save your file into a safe folder. To show that this is a temporary folder, watch what happens when Cartoon Animator 5 is closed. So it's important to save your work before closing Cartoon Animator 5. If you have been working on a character template that you have saved, and want to continue, open Cartoon Animator 5, and use the Cartoon Animator 5 temp shortcut. Now copy your template, and paste it into the SVG cache folder. In Cartoon Animator 5, go to Create at the top, launch to Inkscape, and open File. There is the file, and hit Open. It opens in Inkscape. Let's hide the RL Bone Human and hit Save. It now loads into Cartoon Animator 5. Hit undo in Inkscape, and save, and it will reflect the changes in Cartoon Animator 5. Go to RL image, then RL image head, L for left, eye, then normal. If we expand the groups, there is iris, eye white, and mask. Let's put our created eye SVG side by side with the template. In our created eye, copy the iris group folder, and paste it into the character template. Select the 3 iris paths, and move them where we can work on them. Move the eye white group over. You may have to zoom out to find it. We won't worry about the mask group. Resize the iris paths, and move into place, and do the same with the eye white paths. Let's move the eye white paths into the templates folder, and delete the original eye white replace object. Now the iris paths, place them under the eye marker. Move them into the templates iris group, and delete iris replace. We can now delete the eye white and iris groups we copied over. Note, file structure is crucial. In Cartoon Animator 5. Use only groups with the correct file structure, or you will get an error. The mask. Duplicate the white path, and move it into the mask group, and rename it mask. Delete the mask replace path. Save your template file. We can close down the eye creation file. Open Cartoon Animator 5, and then open the CA5 temp folder, using our shortcut. Then, the SVG cache folder. Copy and paste our new template file there. Back to Cartoon Animator 5, up to Create, launch to Inkscape, and open File. Load the template file, and Inkscape will open. To get it to show up in Cartoon Animator 5, make RL Bone Human invisible, and hit Save. It will load into Cartoon Animator 5. Then to revert, undo the changes in Inkscape, and hit Save. Let's look at our new eye on our human character. select the character, and select the Face Puppet tool. We can test the new eye. A box will pop up. Select a profile, and hit Preview. Hit the space bar. As we move the mouse around, we can see the head moving, animating the eye. Back to Inkscape, let's create the right eye. Since both eyes are mirror images, we will duplicate what we made on the left side, and place it over the right marker. Open both left eye, and right eye, and the normal groups. Select all three paths under the iris group, then duplicate them. If you notice, when I tried to move the iris selections, the markers also moved, so it's best to make them invisible while doing this. Move the duplicated paths into the right eye, then normal, and the iris group. Now we can delete iris replace. Notice, we did not flip the iris paths. We want the reflections to match where the light source is coming from. Now, duplicate the eye white paths. These paths we will flip horizontally. Delete the eye white replace object. Now duplicate the white path, and this will be our mask layer. Move it into the mask group, delete the mask replace object, and rename the white path to mask. Turn on the two invisible groups. We can do some final alignments. Hit save. Upon resyncing to Cartoon Animator 5, our character has our two new eyes. Let's do some testing. Did you notice that when you push the left mouse button, the eye sprites change? Cartoon Animator 5 is selecting a different eye group, the group called Eye Closed. Let's create the eye closed next. At this stage, copy your SVG file out of the temp cache folder and save it to a safe location. Before moving on, I like to make a copy and rename it as a new version. Go to the face group, select the face object, then select at the top path, then object to path. Let's select a different color for the skin. Turn off the bones and head markers. Turn off the left eye groups. We will be working with the normal and eye close groups. Duplicate the outline and white from the normal group. Move them into the iris group in eye closed. Hide the normal group. Turn off eye white and mask in the eye closed group. Delete iris replace. We will use the outline and create our new eye within it. With the rectangle tool, create a new object. Change it into a path. With the node tool, delete the upper left corner node. Adjust the handle so that we have the arc coming from one point. Adjust the node within the outline. We want a downward sweep. Move the new path into the iris group. Use the eyedropper and change the color. We can delete the outline path now. Go back to the normal eye white group. Duplicate the white path. Move it into the eye closed and eye white group. Change it to the skin color and delete the eye white replace path. Duplicate the mask from the normal group, and move it into eye close, mask group. Delete the replacement object. Turn on all invisible groups, back on. Save your work. Open Cartoon Animator again, and load in our modified character. Select the face puppet. The left eye now closes when we press the left mouse button. In Inkscape, duplicate the left eye close for the right side. Move into place, and mirror the iris, white, and the mask. Because this was a new saved version for me, I copied and pasted the new version into the SVG temp cache folder, and reloaded it into Cartoon Animator. I see there is a problem, the eye white is blue. Go back to Inkscape, and change the white back into a white color. Hit save. For each eye group, you can create different eye poses. In the template there are different groups: smile close, scare close, eye squint, and iris change. I hope this has helped you in your journey in creating different eye poses for your characters. If you haven't done so already, please take a few seconds to subscribe, like and hit notifications to be notified of my next video. Thank you for joining my journey of animation.